What's going on, YouTube? I guess it's that time of the year again, right? Gotta get this whole grow room set up again. Took it apart. Got the PVC frame. Just PVC. I'm not even gonna go into... I think I made a video about making the PVC frame. It's PVC, people. It's just a frame, and it just holds up my lights. Gotta get these lights hooked back up. Got my timer plugged back into the wall. I lost every single one of my hooks, except for this one right here, for my lights, which I can't get off. Oh, well, no, it's there. Yeah, I got one hook out of 4 hooks for all of my lights. So, yeah, apparently I need to make some new hooks, which is not that big of a deal because I've got nails. And I think that's all I need to go ahead and make some new hooks, right? Should be able to make them. So I figure, what the hell, man? Like, gotta get this all set up. Might as well. I got some vice grips here too. Oops. Backwards style. I forgot about these ones. Let's put it this way. Oops. Not gonna work that way. Alright. So, well, whatever. We'll go this length right here. That'll work. Close enough. Oh, yes, I'm using a nail. Why not? You can do it. Haven't you tried this yet? If you haven't, then, well, I assume I'm not the first person to tell you about it. You can use anything for anything. It's gotta be creative, people. So, there we go. So, stupid vice grips. Alright, so what did I do? I took a nail, like this, and then I just made a little J-hook. Actually, I want to make that more. Let's see if we can do it with the vice grips. Let's see here. No, not enough bend. Alright, fine. Oh wow, vice grips kind of suck. Bear with me, people, here. I don't like to edit my videos, so you get to see the raw thing. There we go. Bang! All I gotta do is that 4 or 3 more times. So now we got a J. So that should be able to... Oh, it's perfect! Hooks right in there, if you don't know what I'm talking about, on the back side of my lights. If I can get it going. We've got I don't know if you can see this, but we're going to pretend like you can actually see this. We've got a slot right here, yeah. So we got a slot, and we've got a hole. And the idea is to put the hook in the slot and come out the hole, which it just did. Now it's not going to want to do it. There we go. Comes right out the hole. The reason for the head of the nail, usually I would do another S on the top of that and then hook it to, say, a hook and then onto the chain or something like that. But I got this wire hanging down. Now all I got to do is wrap the wire around that. Bang, we got a hook. So now all I got to do is do that 3 more times, and we actually have our hooks ready to go. Like I said, the timer's already plugged in, the frame's already put up. All I have to do after that is hang the dang lights, and we're ready to move on. Alrighty, that's it. 3 J hooks ready to go. Now all I gotta do is get these suckers all ready to go and aligned. So, they're not looking so hot. So, oh, there we go. Okay, maybe this will work. Maybe it won't work. Alright, yeah, I gotta make some modifications. But, whatever. We'll make this work. Alright, lights are hooked up. Ready to go. Let's do some transplant, eh? Alright, so I gotta have my key here. Gotta have my tools. Gotta have my plants. Not too bad. Hey, whoa, where did you come from? Whoa! Alright, sweet. We got another addition. I don't know if I'm going to relocate that guy yet. But, okay. Oh, I forgot my water. Need water. I'm not using Master Blend yet. So we got to use just straight up water. That's what I always use. Hopefully I don't kill any plants. You know I'm going to. Alright, so again, seafood tool. It's what I like to use to transplant plants. Anyway, let's go ahead and make this happen here. Wait, no, what? That's not correct. I'm the right one. Yeah, number 1. Alrighty. Let me see, we got 3 and 4. Ahi pineapple, ahi lemon. We've got 6. Oh, okay. These are the Apocalypse Reaper. The Bootless Scorpion. Got 1 that just popped up. We're not going to transplant that. And the Quiero Cream. Like, apparently I put down 5 seeds. All 5 came up. So we've got a few that we need to throw down. So let's start with the Apocalypse Reaper. Reusing cups. Obviously, over and over and over again. Got tons of names all over these. Gonna have to go ahead and get rid of all these names. What are you doing there, puppy doggy? What? Should I call it AR? Do AP Reaper. Sweet. By the way, Apocalypse Reaper from Will Be Very Hot. If you don't know him, check him out. I'll try to remember to throw a link down in the description. Wait, so who's that? Who's number 4? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so Apocalypse Reaper, that would be right here. These 2 guys, wow, are you way down there? Don't grab them by the stem, grab them by the leaf. Marker is your favorite tool for transplanting plants. Just go ahead and make a hole in the center. I've made many videos about this, by the way, if you're wondering, like, why don't you make a video about this? I've done it over and over and over again. And this is yet one more time. Bam! Done. So there's 1 Apocalypse Reaper. Let's do another one. Oh, look at that. I scrubbed all the names off there. There's like 7 names on this cup. So yeah, I just watched a video the other day. I don't even know who it was from. Somebody sent it to me about why you should never use double cups. And the funny thing was, he was saying that it's because he lives right next to the ocean. So do I. And I hate seeing plastic in the ocean just like everybody else. So, whoops, don't grab it by the stem. Grab it by the leaf. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I understand what they're saying. I don't want to be that person that's like, oh, I live by the ocean too, so it's not that big of a deal. No, it is. I don't want to see plastic in my ocean any more than anybody else does. But these are really cheap, and so am I. So they were saying, like, use like good fabric pots. Use like, oh, I don't want to criticize whoever was making a video. I don't know who they were. I'm not subscribed to them. It was just a video sent to me. But they were saying about, like, you should use these really good things that I can't afford. And, okay, yeah, I probably should be, but I don't have them, and they're expensive. So, if I was a first-time grower or something like that, I would be thrown off by that video, because that's just kind of mean and disingenuous, saying, like, hey, here's like a hobby that you might be interested in. Why don't you throw down a couple $100 just because, you know, it'd be better for the environment? No, I'm totally with that. But if you don't know if you actually want to do it, why would you throw down a pile of money? You know, the same thing like with any kind of sport or anything like that. You're not going to go out and buy the best basketball shoes that you can get, the best sports equipment that you can get, just to find out if you like curling. Or what is that sport that everybody likes? Feetball, or whatever the heck that sport is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't watch sports. Don't look to me for sports education. But why would you go ahead and do that? Like even a spray bottle, I wouldn't even tell people to go get this spray bottle. You can use like a cup of water instead, and it works just as good as a spray bottle. I just like the whole pump action on it. But use whatever you have. That's my point. Don't think that you have to go and get specific things. You have to have fabric pots. You got to have aeroponics or hydroponics or anything like that. No, do whatever you can do and see if you like it. If you do like it, then cool, move on, and then you can decide. Yes, I want to get into aeroponics or hydroponics or whatever you want to do. But don't let everybody tell you that you have to do it one way or another. You do it any way you can. Make it work. That's been the entire mantra of my channel. Like, I do not tell anybody, whoa, I'm killing plants over here with my freaking tool. Why didn't you tell me about that? Jeez, oh man. That's been my mantra with my entire channel. That's why I never say go buy an aeroponic garden. Or what is it? Is it an aeroponic? What the heck's that stupid garden everybody has? Whatever, they work great. Everybody raves about them. I'm still trying to remember the name. I can't remember the name. But whatever. No, I'm going to build my own. I said I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that this year, by the way. I'll have that done, I don't know, a month or two or something like that. But I would never say go out and spend $100 on a aero garden. There you go. It's an aeroponic garden, but it's an aero garden. I would never say go out there and buy an aero garden, and that way you'll be a good grower. No, I say look at what it is. If you really want it, then try to make it. Alright, I'm back. Where the heck did I leave off, man? I have no clue because my stupid camera died. So, I don't know. We were in the middle of doing a bunch of transplants. We got the Ahi pineapple. We got 4 of those transplanted. We got the Apocalypse Reaper transplanted. I was talking about how you shouldn't transplant them when they're that small. Where the heck did my tool go? You sitting on my tool? You sitting on my tool? No, my tool's back here. How you shouldn't transplant them when they're this tiny, 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 but that's what I like to do. I like a challenge. Oh, wait, there's 3 in this one. What the heck is going on? Oh, man. What else did I say? I don't know. I'll have to look back in the footage to find out what I actually said. I said a bunch of things. I say a lot of things. But here we go. Ooh, nice. Look at the root on that little guy. Nice. Alright, so you're going to go ahead. Oops. I can actually make a hole. There we go. You get down in there. Oops. What the heck is this? A chunk of wood. Alright, cool. You go down there. We're going to go ahead and do one. What is this? The lemon. Rob Z's favorite freaking pepper, man. The lemon drop. Right that. Look, I'm marking off all these freaking... Look, there's like 4 different names on this cup, and one was worn off. So if you doubt that I actually reuse my cups, well, you're wrong. So, alright, let's go ahead and transplant some more. We got 2. They are right next to each other. I bet the roots are both entwined. They both probably should never have been transplanted. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to see what actually happens. Because that's how I roll, yo. Cool. Bang. Okay. By the way, I'm running out of cups. That's why I'm doubling up, tripling up on some of these plants. Again, never grab by the stalk. Always grab by the leaves. These guys aren't even close to having true leaves yet. They're like just barely sprouts. So let me see. Let me try to recap where I was at when my stupid camera shut off. There, so these all should be good. That one I'm not transplanting. lot of water, kids. Oops. Watered that one cell that there's no plants in. By plants, I mean seeds. What else was I trying to say during my whole rant? I had like a whole good half-hour rant going on there, and then the camera shut off on me. Why are my lights so low? Because I ran out of length on that side. But more importantly, that side will stay elevated. I'm not putting any plants under there. It'll give more light to the other plants that'll be in this row over here. What else did I say? I don't know. We'll just let it go. Never know. Might have been caught. I might have looked at the camera a second after it turned off. I talked about the twisty method. Hopefully that's in there in the beginning. If not, you'll have to figure that one out on your own. Twisty method? What is that all about? Fine, I'll give you a clue. It's whenever you put your plants, double plants in here with really dry soil, you just give it a little twist, 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 twist. Just keep doing the twist motion, and eventually the cup will just sink down in, and I have no clue why. I like to think because the holes in the bottom, I have 4 holes in the bottom of the cup, they are acting like a propeller and sucking the water right up in. That is probably not what's happening. But with this cup, I'm actually giving it a little pressure downward just because I'm getting impatient and I would like it to actually go. Actually, we'll just let that sit. Alright, let's move on. What do I got? 5, and I've got 5 cups left. Wacky. Okay, because I went with 3 on that one. Well, here. Chill out. Alright, so I got 5 more left to go. Actually, might as well write on them, right? Who are we doing here? This would be number 8. Quiero cream. Nice. So that should be all of them. Let's mark off. Nope, I scrubbed them all off. Mark them all as Quiero. 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 Mark off Hopito. Only one Spanish name for this one. Not that. And again, my outer cup has obviously been used many times too. Sweet. Scrubbed all those names off. Actually, you know what? I'm only doing 4. Actually, I should do... No, we'll do 4. That'll be fine. Well, let's go with this guy first. Ooh, that one's got a big taproot. Nice! You should be nice and good to go, buddy. Let's go with another one. In case you don't know, I think I said it earlier, but marker. It's your best friend. Just stick your marker in the cup. That'll make a nice hole for you. Let's see here. There we go. Perfect. Not only that, but let your marker go ahead and as soon as you pull that sucker out, throw your plant in. Bang. There's 2. What'd I say? We're going to do 2 in this next one. Ooh, that's really dry. And again, you got to remember, they come from, in my soil right here, they come from not very wet, but a nice wet environment, and they're going into a pretty doggone dry, I mean right now it's bone dry. So you got to remember to take care of making sure that they actually have some good hydration, because that's what's actually going to get your plants to grow. They need their water, just like, you know, a lot of my friends need their beer. Or whiskey. leave you out, Blumbird. Ooh, that was probably the worst one I planted yet. We'll pretend that went well. And the last guy. I didn't say Alaska, I said Alaska. Ooh, you got a nice taproot on you. Glad I used you by yourself. And put it together, tap it down, bring in more soil around. Bang! Nice. Cool. Alright, so that should be that. That one's done, that one's done. This one should be done, that one should be done. Now we're just waiting on the rest. So all we gotta do now is pump this water up. Which water do I have? Should have enough. Nah, I don't have enough. I'm gonna have to get more water. I gotta come back and top water all of these guys yet again because I don't want them drying out and dying. I want them to actually live. I know everybody says pre-moisture soil and stuff like that. I don't do that. I almost have never done that. I usually put them in bone dry. I will moisten the soil on the top, put a pile of water in the reservoir, and move on. Well, move on meaning I'll walk away and come back and then put more water in the top until I feel like it's moist enough that they can go ahead and live. Because you want them to actually have their hydration. Yeah. I have my doubts about this one right here. So if it's not here next time, I said that. Nah, I'll be good. Thought I might need to go ahead and get some more water. I'll be good if I just pump this sucker up. I'm Hans and I'm Franz and we're here to pump you up. Come on. Okay, we need more water. Hang on a second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so I had to go ahead and fill up my pump bottle again. What do I usually do? What I like to do, ideally, not in a situation like this, but I like to fill my bottle up, usually probably just straight up cold water, and I do that at nighttime. And then, what the hell's going on? It's leaking. Oh, there we go. Jeez, oh man. Okay. Sorry, plant. Apparently this spray bottle has a mind of its own. I like to go ahead and fill my bottle up at night and let it sit on the counter all day long. And that way it will go ahead and come up to room temperature. So it doesn't matter what temperature you fill it up with. Right now, what I usually do is I turn the water on hot, and once it gets hot, I'll turn it to medium, like middle of the road kind of thing. If it feels approximately what I would like it to be room temperature, that's what I go with. And so that's what we're doing right now. But like I said, normally, ideally, I like to go ahead and just fill the thing up the night before I need to use it, and then I should be good to go. I do the same thing with my master blend, by the way. I do that a day ahead of time, just so I don't have to worry about it being too cold, too hot, or anything like that. I like it to be right in the middle of the road. So we're almost done, people. All I gotta do is fill up these cups with some water and put the cups in. They'll be ready to go. Give this one a little spinny motion. Which, by the way, the spinny motion also helps whenever... Well, I just spilled water. The spinny motion also helps if you have some dirt in between the double cups. So it'll actually like help clear that stuff out a little bit. Sometimes, maybe, a little bit. But and again, overfill your cups. By overfill, I mean this bottom line right here is where I normally fill. I like to do double that when they're brand new. One more. Cool. Alright, well that's just about it. We're almost done here. Oh shoot, did I forget? Oh right, yeah, you need to be down here. You're spilling water all over my freaking light. Yeah, not to worry people. It's only electricity. Yeah, this one needs filled too. Yeah. But like I said, I transfer them when they're very young like this, mainly because they're in an egg carton. They're not going to grow very good in an egg carton, especially when you have multiple seeds like I do. Like you saw, the one was 5. That's just the method I like to do. I know other people say don't do that. I've heard other people say do what you want to do. That's what I go for. I don't care what you do. Just don't kill your plants. Even if you do, they're only plants. Or they'll come back. So, or one more. Oops, you leaking all over my carpet. Oops. There, pump it up. That's why I like this pump bottle. You know, because it's not every day you make a motion like this, right? So, yeah, that's just about it. Like I said, most important part of the whole thing is making sure that your plants are well hydrated when they're this little, because, like I said, you probably shouldn't transplant them when they're that little. I just want them out of this egg carton because I want to close the lid again. I want it to have, like, retain a little bit of heat. Excuse me. If you haven't seen any of the live streams, because I guess that's where I've been talking about it, I have not been using a heat mat whatsoever for my seedlings. I have in the years past, and my heat mat went nuts, and instead of putting out like a steady 75, 80 degrees, it started putting out like 115, which was burning up all my seeds, and I lost so many seeds last year, probably about 1,000. So when that happened, I said that I'm done with the seed mat for a while. Maybe I'll buy a new one in the future with a temperature regulator or something like that. But until then, no way. So, and I haven't bought one yet. So I just put these on my kitchen counter, and that's it. I put them in here, wet them down, close the lid, put them in on the kitchen counter, and that's it. Like, they started popping. I mean, look. I got all these started already. Got another one popping right here that I'm not going to transplant tonight. I'll save that one for later. And it seems to be working really good so far. So, do what you want to do, but that's what I've been doing this year. I don't want any burned up seeds. I don't want any underwatered seeds either. This seems like it's already good enough water. It seems very moist. But I'm going to go ahead, give them another shot of water here real good on the top. I'm also going to check them first thing when I wake up. This is kind of late at night right now. So I'm going to go ahead, let them do their thing. I'll check them again first thing in the morning, and I'll water them again if they need it. If they don't need it, I'm not going to do a darn thing. But, you know, I said it a million times. Make sure they're hydrated when they're this young. They need the water to actually start growing their roots so they can start taking in the nutrients. And I'm not going to add Master Blend quite yet. Like I say, I usually use Master Blend 100%. I don't care what stage they're at. But right this second, I just want them hydrated. I don't need to have them, you know, getting burned up with nutrients or anything like that. I'll burn them up with nutrients after they're, you know, a little bit bigger. But for right this second, I just want them to actually hold on to the water, hold on to their life, and take off a little bit. Make me a pepper. Alright. So that should be very close to being it. So while I finish this up, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button down below. Let me know that you saw this video. Share it with all your friends if you want to. Doesn't matter. Also, check us out on the live streams. You'll get much better information, or we'll get back and forth information about what you should do with your peppers on the live stream, because we have all kind of people that have different opinions, and definitely a different opinion than mine. So make sure you check them out. I'm usually live on Monday and Friday. Usually we're talking about peppers no matter what. Anyway, so yeah, do that. The Mystery Amazon link, as always, is down below in the description. Go into the comments, leave a comment, and let everybody know that you've been here. I love all the comments, but don't do it just for me. I think of that as like just a posting ground, like a community board where everybody can see you were here, and they can find your channel and say, who the heck is that guy? They'll go check you out, and say, wow, they have peppers and they grow good, so I want to check them out too, or whatever the heck you're doing. So make sure you leave a comment down below. Do all that fun, happy social media stuff down below, and I will catch y'all in the next video. So, till then, later on, y'all.